see, the first question is we have to make arrangement of 5%. The name of 5% is PQRST, and the condition is PT should not be seated on either end, P should not be adjacent to S, and R is to be seated at the second position from left. So to make this arrangement, what you should do, you make 5 blank space, right? As according to question, R can be seated at second position from left. Now for P and T, we have to make sure that they should not come either end. So like if you take case 1, in this case 1, I am putting P and T as here, right? Okay. Now the remaining, what are the remaining? QS, right? So QS can be written in 2 blank space in 2 manner, right? Either you can write QS like this, or you can write SQ. So for setting arrangement of QS, you have 2 options. Okay. Again, we should make another arrangement, right? So R has to be here, and suppose you reverse the order. Now you are writing first T and then P. See, like P should not be seated adjacent to S. So here you can't write S. At this place you can't write S, right? So which person can sit? So we can write set only Q, and this, then the S would come at the left. So for this we have only one option, right? When T is third and P is at fourth from the left, then you have only one arrangement. Hence the total arrangement would be 2 plus 1, right? So the total arrangement will be 2 plus 1, and 2 plus 1 is 3. So it means option B is correct one. Okay, hope you have understood this solution. Now moving to next question. Okay, we have 2 watch, right? And the name of the watch is X and Y. According to question, X beeps at every 30 seconds, right? And Y beeps after every 32 seconds. Then they have beep together at 10 a.m. The immediate next time they will beep together. So here you have beeping frequency time period of X. I am writing here TX. Beeping time period is 30 seconds. And beeping time period of clock Y is 32 seconds. Right? So when they will beep together? At LCM of TX and TY, right? So we need to find LCM of TX and TY. Okay, it means LCM of 30 and 32, right? And this LCM can be written. So the common factor is 2, and the remaining factor of 33 and 5. The remaining factor of 32, 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, right? So after this second they will beep together. Now this time can be converted in minute also. So to convert the second into minute, you have to divide this number by 60, right? So if you divide by 60, you will get 8 minutes. Okay, here it would be when you divide by 60, you are going to get minute, right? So after 8 minutes, they will beep together. So see here, they have beep together at 10 a.m. It means they are going to beep after 10:08. So it means the option A is correct one, right? Again I am repeating in short time, like how we can do. So beeping time period of a clock X is 30, beeping period of clock Y is 32 seconds, right? So the question was after how much time they will beep together, right? So for together you need to find the LCM of the time period. So we got the LCM of time period in second. And see the answer is given in minutes, so you need to divide by 60 to get time period in minute. So we got 8 minutes. So the next time when they will beep together is 10:08. Okay. Again we have a logical question. So here they have given some symbol. So it's a better like you convert this symbol into some variable. So I am converting this symbol into X. Okay. And circle and dot, this symbol I am converting into Y. Triangle I am converting into Z, and cross I am converting into T. Okay, so you write down these equation in terms of X, Y, Z and T. So we would have X divided by Y or x by y is 2, right? And the second equation would be x by z is 3. Next equation, y plus z is 5. And the last equation will be z into t is 10. Okay. From first two equation, you can write y value is x by 2 and z value is x by 3. And what you do, you substitute in y plus z this equation, right? So when you substitute these value, you got x by 2 plus x by 3 is 5. And after solving this equation, we got x equals to 6, right? So when you get x value 6 from first two equation, we can write that y value would be 3 and z value would be 2, right? And when you substitute z value 2, t value would come 5, okay? Now what we need to get? We need to get t minus x square, right? This would be what? T minus x square, right? So t minus x square. T is 5 and x we have got 6 whole square. So minus 1 square would be 1. So which option would be correct? B option. So when you have a symbol in any question, convert the symbol into variable and then you form equation and you will have like enough equation to get these unknown variables, okay? I hope you understood the solution. So let us move to the next part. Okay. Now this question is based upon direction. So you know that when we have to solve a question based upon direction, what we should do? We should draw map, right? Representing north and direction. Okay. So according to question, Mr. X has a house and this house is facing towards east. It means the house is situated on west, right? Then only there is a possibility. So we know according to map this direction has to be east, this is west, this is north and this is south. So door, the house is situated here, right? The front door would open at east, right? Okay, then this person X leaves the home from back door, right? So when the person leaves from back door, it will move in the west direction, right? And according to question, this is 50, right? This is 50. Then it moves right side. Right means clockwise, right? So it will go like here, 50. So then they have asked you, what is the location of x with respect to the initial position? This is what the initial position. So you can clearly see this person is situated 50 would make 45 degree angle, right? This. So this is 45 degree angle. So this person is situated at northwest. Do you understand? Right? Okay. So like when there is a question from map, you should draw the reference coordinate axis and then you start, okay? And you will get the right answer if you move in a particular manner. Okay, now come to question 6. Okay, right. Okay, there are two statements. Let us read those. All entrepreneurs are wealthy. Okay, and all wealthy are risk seeker. So we have three data of entrepreneur, wealthy and risk seeker. Such type of questions are from the set theory as you are aware of it. So you know like set question should be done with Venn diagram. So I am drawing the Venn diagram. All entrepreneurs are wealthy. So suppose this is a circle of wealthy persons, then the entrepreneur will fall within it, right? So suppose this is a red circle is representing wealthy fellow, okay? Red is representing wealthy person, okay? And this black circle is representing entrepreneur's circle, okay? And according to question, all wealthy are risk seeker. So if you draw a bigger circle of risk seeker, then this has to be the outermost circle, right? So this blue circle is representing all risk seeker. Okay, so I'm repeating R. Okay, now let us read the conclusion 1. All risk seekers are wealthy. No, see, if you see the wealthy fellow, this is the red circle. So red circle is a part of risk seeker, right? The red circle is a part of blue circle. So the first conclusion is not right because the red circle is a part of R circle, right? Or blue circle. Only some entrepreneurs are risk seeker? No. If you see like this E or you can say black circle is falling inside the R, means all E fall inside R. So the second conclusion is also wrong, right? So which option can be correct? So neither conclusion 1 is correct nor conclusion 2. So for question 6 we have C option, right? So when you have these all wealthy, all or few or some, you should take help of Venn diagram and you consider as much circle as much information is given. So here the 3 information about entrepreneurs, wealthy and risk seeker.